vintage pieces. They have a lot of things that other... Well, you don't have to design them, is what I'm getting at. You don't have to design how that car's going to look, and then they mass-produce those cars for the game, or that fighter character, or that adventurer, or a zombie piece. You actually have the option to just pick them. Pick them right there. You add up all these pieces. You put your board in there that you made in GIMP or whatever, and your rule set, and you dice, and all the pieces. You put it together. They print it up. They send you the whole box. It looks very professional. It's just the best thing I can find out there for an amateur. I don't like that word. An independent, an indie board game designer. I'm very excited. I'll keep you informed. I'll let you know what's going on with that and where I'm at in my World War II game. I mean, I want to have things like railroads and cities and like not resource points, but like industrial points to build things. And there's going to be build times, like training a troops faster than building a cannon or a ship. I want to have things like, you have a food resource and an ammo resource, and those have to be given to your troops either by a town, by railroad, or when they pass through a town, so that they have some kind of attrition to the game. I think I figured out how to do it. I'm still working it out. One of the things I am having a difficult time with is figuring out the difference, because of the system that I'm using, difference between the attack rules on an infantry unit and then the attack rules of a cannon, of a battleship, of a infantry unit, and the defensive rules and so on. So I've been doing a lot of research and trying to come up with some arbitrary numbers and then make them more defined or refined to each playing piece, so they're different. So it's a hard task, and one of the books I've been reading to help me do that actually is the the complete War Games Handbook on how to play and design and find them by James F. Dunnigan. I got the revised edition, but it still was written in the 90s, so the computer game section on it's kind of rough. What kind of PC games am I really playing right now? There's one that's actually near and dear to my heart. It was made by one guy. I followed it for a while. It's done by Shining Rock Software. That's what he calls his company. And the game, yes, is Banished. It's not very expensive. I bought it when it was cheaper in the making. I think I paid $10 or $11 for it. Now it's $19.99, but it's worth it. This game doesn't have soldiers or warriors. You don't have to build an army or anything like that. It's like a town building game, but with real logistics. Depending on what you put in your setting, let me start over. You're welcome to the world that you create. Your guys are welcome in. This is the world. This is where they start. It's auto-generated each time. Your banished culture that has to develop all over, starting everything from the ground up. If you start in easy, you start with like a barn, and you start with I think it's just a barn and like a lot, if I remember correctly. I haven't played in a few days, but there's a lot and a barn. I'm going to play on hard coming up soon. I'm trying to figure out how to get a saved game out there so I can post it. Maybe you guys can try that saved game, even the ones that like I'm failing at. There's a guy at work, Jack, he's really good at this game. I mean, he was kind of trained to be a logistics, so that's probably why he's really good at it. But I'm going to do what he's doing. I'm going to try to get a hard, set it on hard, and start it where I just get this cart with small resources, and I got to build everything from it. It's a beautiful looking game. It's fun. You can track each person, and your town's got to survive. They got to get like food and warmth and cut wood and forage for food and hunt and build clothes, and then you build schools, and then you build like houses. It's a lot like Settlers, but without any combat. Some people might want that combat, but the game is hard enough, even on easy, just to maintain the culture and the building and the development and the logistics of living in a time period that this is put in. when it gets cold and snow. I feel cold with them. I want them to survive. You get to know a character. I had a character named Rock, and he was awesome, and then he got 92 and died. I mean, the game, you have a lot of suck-in value. It sucks you in, and you keep playing, and before you know it, it's like Civilization 5 or any of the Civ games. Hours have passed by. But if you added combat in it, it would just take something from the game for me. I mean, there's 20 different occupations that people in the city can perform, from farming, hunting, teaching, mining, healing, blacksmithing, seamstresses, foresters, gatherers. You can the foresters will replenish your forest around you, so you can continue to gather and get wood. And you got to have a woodcutter to cut wood for the town to keep warm. You could use coal, but it's less renewable. Wood is like the most renewable wood resource in the game. You have livestock, chickens, cows, sheep. Then you can have all kinds of different crops, from potatoes, to corn, to orchards. Orchards take a while to build up, but they do produce later on. There's different occupations that you do. Takes a manpower, and each of these occupations takes a person. You can't work children, but like you can assign a guy to be the blacksmith. You can assign a guy to be a farmer, and that takes resources, but you still have to have laborers. What I learned from Jack, some things I was reading and playing and whatnot, the farmers automatically go into laborers. So they go out and labor and do things and collect wood and collect resources. But it gets to this big resource collecting and maintaining it. Sometimes the success and failure of a town depends on your ability to manage the town, the ability to manage the resources and understand the risks. And at first you're just going to fail. I mean, I'll be honest, my biggest problem probably was I didn't do the tutorial. I'd probably do the tutorial. This is a fun little game. It's a fun little game. It's not stressful. It's not shoot each other in the face and throw frag grenades like a Halo game or a Call of Duty game. It's not stressful like a tactical strategy game. What it is, though, is a fun, quiet, simply created maybe, but it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful looking. I like the way it looks, but it's complicated in its execution. It's easy to play. It's easy to see things and maintain things, but you'll constantly realize you forgot to build tools, and that's going to affect your towns. You forgot to build them clothing, or you put a guy from tools over to the hunting, whatever, you move guys around. You just didn't handle the logistics of your town very well, and you kind of see where it affects things, cause and effect. Is a wood house better than a a stone house? Stone houses stay warmer longer. Do you build the school now, or do you want to build a fishing village, make a fishing hut? Do you put the hostel kind of thing where all the people live in the beginning? Do you build another one of those? Do you try to stretch that city out? The further they are from the resources, they could starve to death and die. So, I don't know. Do I recommend Banished? I do. Go out, buy it. You can get it on Steam. That's where I bought it. You can go to Shining Rock Software Games and buy it. Check it out. Check their webpage out. Check their forums out. I like it. I've been playing that game. I've been playing Smite. Another game that I've been interested in playing since you guys haven't been able to talk to you guys in a while. So one of the other games that I have been playing it's different, is called Distant Worlds. Now, to catch up to where their latest expansion is, I mean, they're about to have another one come out actually. To catch up to Shadows though, because there was Distant Worlds, and then they had the Return of the Shikuri, Legends, and then the Shadows now. It was a little over $100, because I wanted the boxed editions. If you get just the download only, then it's cheaper. The game is called Distant Worlds, made by Matrix Games, or I guess it's produced by Matrix Games. It's actually made by what's their name? it'll come to me here in the middle when we're talking. I am recording this a little later, and it's my first time back, so you gotta bear with me. Hopefully, I'll get things rolling. Remember what it's like to be prepared and get things going in a more Code Force. That's what it was. In a more structured manner. And remember, by now my podcast is normally almost over, so I got another 30 minutes to fill. So it's going to be something I'm going to get used to, not rushing so much and just taking my time on things. I really like Distant Worlds. It's a 4X RTS game, probably the best space 4X strategy game I've ever experienced. It's like it has the depth of a large strategy game, but it's more. Let me just be candid. When I play other RTS games, it's about gathering the resource, building it, seeing how far I can go and how I can conquer. Distant Worlds has that. You can go up to large galaxies, small galaxies, large races, small amount of races. But what it does do that other games doesn't do, it does everything the other games do. Resource collect, build an army, go out, a fleet, go out and wipe everyone else out. You could do that. But if you go into sandbox mode, kinda, you unclick all the victory conditions and put on the storyline modes. I find it's more enjoyable to take it slow. I start off with the pre-warp, where I'm stuck in my galaxy, my solar system. I just slowly build out into this giant galaxy. You start off feeling small instead of other games that I play. I don't want to talk bad about other games, so I'm gonna try not to label them. But there's other games out there. You played them. That's 4X. Master Orion 2 was one of my favorite games, and this blows that out of the water. It's like Master Orion 2, but better, in my opinion. Not that I'm talking bad about Master Orion 2. But, you have that aspect. That's what I'm getting at. But if you just sit back and play it, you can actually unfold these storylines. Almost a role-playing thing. Each storyline unfolds. When you started, you had these pirates maybe come. They don't always do. A pirate comes and threatens you, and you have no defenses, so you have to pay this pirate off. It just adds to that story. Then you do your technology, and then you find this ruin, and then through that ruin you find technology that boosts you. Then you find an abandoned ship, and there's a story behind that. There's a story behind the ruin, and there's a story about your development and how you came to this, character that you now have a hero or something. Your spy becomes a hero by going across and stealing the map of the galaxy of some other race. You develop your ships, and each technology adds to that. Next thing you know, you can defeat these. Your world, your empire has just grown and developed into something that might be able to take on these pirates. But you think you can. You have the technology. You now have warp technology, and you cancel the contract and you take out those pirates. Depending on the settings you have, whether more pirates spawn, if there's more pirates out there, or whatever, you've taken these out, and for a little while you get to breathe, and then you run into another race. Is it hostile? Is it not hostile? It's all random. It's all different, and each race has a different culture, and it's just so replayable. It's just millions of stories come out of this game when I'm playing. Another interesting thing is it's not just all state run like all these other games, including Master Orion's. But I don't want to list too many games. I don't want to talk bad about them because they're all really good games. But why I like this game the most, why this becomes the best 4X strategy game for space for me, is the economy. You can have state-developed things, and then you have what's privatized. If you're that kind of government, they'll build their own space stations. They'll see, like we were pre-warp, and I had a moon orbiting a gas giant. So first I built a gas base out there to develop. I needed the fuel for my ships, and I'm sorry, I just hit my mic earlier. Then I built a mining station to get steel because the economy I had very little steel, so steel was expensive, and if there was any outside traders, they would come and I'd pay a lot of money for them. You could set contracts too for the traders to go find them. But let's say